What we're going to do is we're going to start out with a package of cherry tomatoes, and Amanda went ahead and just rinsed these off for me and placed them in the baker. There's no oil or anything in here. And I'm going to add the other ingredients. Now, can you just please verify for me that this is raw pasta? I have not tampered with it in any way.
Yes, it's raw.
Right. Have we ever met before tonight?
Is this a magic trick?
Okay, it's not a magic trick. Okay, so here we go. I know that seems unnatural for people, but that's how that works. All right, so we're going to add some liquid. Now we have 3 cups of chicken broth started already. You can use chicken broth or you can use vegetable broth. Now we're using it out of this container tonight, but if you buy it by the can, maybe you catch it on sale, you'll definitely want to get our smooth edge can opener. How many of you still have the one that leaves the jagged edge around the can?
I have that one.
You have this one. Isn't this great?
Heard
This
wonders.
is great.
Yeah.
Pampered Chef makes it so easy. You just literally go up to the can, tap it, it attaches itself, go all the way around. It's actually going to be so effortless. You're going to think you're, using it wrong, and then you'll feel the click.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something.
You'll feel the click, a little counterclockwise, and then you have a little, I call it a bird beak, and a little button you press and it takes the lid off.
Oh, cool.
Now, not only does it eliminate the dangerous edges, but it also eliminates anything that may have been on top of that can. Get my drift from going inside. So a lot of things on there. All right, so we're going to start out with 3 cups of broth, and we're going to now add a cup of white wine. Now, I'm going to show you a product that is so popular, I'm hoping to put it on back order because I'm selling it to people that don't even drink wine. It's crazy, okay? I don't know how I did that, but thank you, Pampered Chef. All right, it's a wine bottle opener that does include a foil cutter. You're just going to simply put it on the top, spin your bottle, and the foil comes off. Hey, it's a new version of Spin the Bottle. I just created the adult version. Okay, next, if you blink or you look down, you're going to miss this entire thing. So just eyes on me. So we're going to take this, and this is the only position this works in, is up and down. You're simply going to open it, put it over the neck of the bottle. You're going to go down, come back up. Down and come back up.
That's pretty cool.
And there's your cork. Now, you can save your cork if you want, if there's leftover wine. In my house, there's no such thing. So I don't know if you collect those. But look how fascinating. Now, how many of you have this one?
Yeah.
That one can go out to the garage sale this summer. Okay? So what we're just going to do is we're going to add to the Easy Read measuring cups. I'm going to show you these next. I'm simply adding another cup just to get it to 4. And what's nice about these cups is you're not forced to exercise to use them. You're probably thinking, what is she talking about? Well, do you remember the other measuring cups that you had to kind of go like this, where you had to put your reading glasses on? Well, not you, Amanda. But you had to kind of put the glasses on. These come in a set. You have 1 cup, 2 cup, and 4 cup. They're dishwasher safe. They're microwave safe. You don't have to, stress out about using them. The measurements are clearly printed on them, and they're going to stick around. The lettering doesn't come off. All right, so we're going to just put this aside a moment. So we have 4 cups of liquid. Again, 3 cups of broth, 1 cup of white wine. If you don't have wine, or you just choose not to use that, you can use all broth. Or if you have no broth, you can use all wine. You're just not taking your daughter to gymnastics that night. Okay? So we're going to next add some garlic. I just want to give this a stir. I'm using our tongs. People tell me that this is a must-have because traditionally tongs don't stay closed when you store them or put them in our spoon rest. I don't know how many times I put a tong in the drawer and then I can't get the drawer open, so I have to move and get a new kitchen, and we don't want that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some garlic. Now, are there any fans of our garlic press in the audience today?
Love that.
All right, so why would you say that the Pampered Chef's garlic press is far apart from others?
It's just so easy to handle and clean.
Okay. And what about the garlic is different for ours than others?
I feel like you get more out of it.
You get more out of it?
Yeah, compared to others,
Okay.
definitely.
Anybody else
You
know
don't
the
have
other
to-
secret?
You don't have to peel it.
You don't have to peel it.
So no stinky pinkies.
No stinky pinkies. And in the Italian household that I live in, the old joke is you don't ruin your love life by going to bed smelling like dinner. However, if you don't want to encourage anything, a little behind the ears. Okay, so we're not going to use the garlic press today, but you would take the garlic with the skin, and put that in there. When you press it, crushed garlic comes out, and then the cleaning tool is simply going to take anything stuck, and you could scrape off anything like that. This is a must-have. Now, I'm not going to ask you to choose between this and the next item, because you can have both. The next is a garlic peeler and slicer, and this is at the top of my top 10 list. People cannot live without these items. And you might be tempted to buy them separately, but I'm begging you to buy them together. We offer them one or the other, but we also offer them in the set. And I promise you, if you don't buy this tonight, you're going to call me in a week. You're going to spend money on additional shipping. That's probably more than the cost of this item. So I'm going to save you. 2 of these are less than $20. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take the garlic. Can you just verify for everyone that there is skin on that
There's
garlic?
skin on that garlic.
Okay? And we are going to just simply take the silicone tube and we're just going to roll it. And it's not really pressure. It's more friction than anything else. And the garlic does a little strip to you. And there's my garlic.
Wow.
Okay? So I went ahead of time and I just did a few. So we're going to add 2 on each side. And look how simple this is.
Oh, nice.
Little tiny slivers of garlic.
Looks like almonds going in.
Yeah.
That would take so long if you tried to do that with a knife.
And what's nice about it is if you choose not to actually eat the garlic, it's easily visible in your recipe, and it's easy to pick out and push it to the side if you don't want to deliberately add, eat the garlic. Okay. You may have noticed I keep touching my flexible cutting mats. Anybody have these?
I have one.
Do you have them in the mini or in the large?
I have the large.
Okay. Do you want to grab the mini today because they're great for the quick jobs? Maybe the kids' lunches, quick little thing in the morning. Big ones are, I think, of dinner. Now, does anybody know why they're color coded? Why did we do that?
Isn't the green for veggies and
Right.
different things?
Green for veggies, yellow for chicken or fish, or red for meat. So if you're really looking to prevent cross-contamination, the colors, in a busy mind, everybody's thinking about 100 things. You won't have to remember which cutting board you just used last for something that might spread contamination. Now in my house, it has a completely different meaning. In my house, when my kids see me using the red one, they know I'm in a bad mood. When they see me using the green one, I'm in a really good mood. And when they see me using the yellow, it's a caution. Be very, very careful. So you can use either one in your house. But they're dishwasher safe. They have sticky backs so they don't slip and slide all over the counter, and they stay flat. It's amazing. And you can cut on them. You will not be able to cut through them. They're going to last you a really long time.
Great.
Okay, but definitely have both sets on hand because I like the little ones for the little jobs. The last thing we're going to add is our Himalayan salt. And what I love about the Himalayan salt is you can grab these great bamboo grinders from us. Because the Pampered Chef offers so many options, you can purchase the salt and pepper a la carte. You can purchase one grinder. You can purchase a set of grinders. Or you can do what probably 95% of my customers do, and that's grab it all in the stand. And what I love about the stand is not only the portability. I think this can go from the 4th of July barbecue table all the way up to the holiday spread, and it looks nice. But it's also going to catch any of the loose salt and pepper that does inevitably come out, and it keeps it all together. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit of salt. And Himalayan salt is actually quite different than what you might be using at home, and it's because of these pink crystals. And the pink crystals are from the Himalayan mountains, and there's no pollution there. So they actually contain a lot of minerals that are good for us. So that's good news about the salt, right? Okay, so that's the bamboo grinder set. We're just going to give it a toss with the tongs again, and this is simply going in the microwave for 17 minutes. Then we're going to talk about this. So everybody get a good snapshot of this in your mind. Okay? And while I turn around, I want you to put your imaginary seatbelts on because when you hear about this, you're going to fall off your chair. Okay? So let's open up the microwave.
What's your sister doing?
She's good.
17
She got married.
Okay.
And they're moving to California. And they're going to travel.
Okay, that's going to do its thing.
States.
All right, I'm going to talk about what
Do whatever.
the
Yeah.
Rockcrok was standing on really quick. This is our nonstick cooling rack. This is collapsible legs. You can use it as a
exactly. I wish
trivet.
you could
You
join
can
us
use it
today.
over
I
the
was really
sink
kinda
and use it as an
disappointed, but
extra space to rinse
That's okay.
vegetables or.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey
We're
girls,
glad to have
I know
you.
you're fighting over who's booking me next. Don't worry. I am
How'd
booked
you
up, but
know?
I do have some dates left. I'll get you both on. I
Okay, good.
promise. Okay. When guests start to talk over me, and they do, I don't care who you are or how many shows you've done, the guests will, on occasion, talk over you. So if it hasn't happened yet, when it happens, you're going to be prepared. A cute little line as I come out from behind the counter or the table, and I go up to the talkative guests, and I'll say, now I know you're busy fighting over who's going to book me first. I want you to just calm down. I will find places on my calendar to put you both. Okay? So we're going to talk about the Rockcrok next. Now, I told you imaginary seatbelts. All right. Now, when this product came out, I really thought it was missing 2 items. I thought it was missing a Shazam stamp on the front and maybe a little cape like Superman that might have doubled as a pot holder. And you'll figure out exactly why I said that after you learn what it does. Now this is one vessel that the Pampered Chef has come out with, and it was a long time in the making. They did a lot of research, but they have managed to come out with a vessel that goes on top of the stove, inside the oven, under the broiler, in the microwave,
Wow.
Wow.
out on the grill.
Oh my God.
Really?
Stop it, you're killing me. Goes in the dishwasher.
About it, yeah.
Dishwasher.
Wow.
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
Sounds
4, 5.
awesome.
Stove, oven, broiler,
Wow.
microwave, barbecue,
That's awesome.
Grill. Wow.
I'm liking the dishwasher.
and the dishwasher, right? So I'm going to go through a couple of recipes, but imagine this. You're cooking, you have leftovers. Now, what do you normally do with leftovers?
Throw them out when they're green.
Throw them out, throw them out. Do you store them in something and put them in the fridge?
Yep.
And do you typically store them in something that isn't BPA safe? So you now have to take it out of that and put it in something else to reheat?
Yes.
Okay, so you can save your leftovers. I don't recommend you throw them out, but if you want to save them, our leak-proof glass container set, there's 4 of them. I'll sell you all 4 because you will need every size. They're fabulous. They're leak-proof. They're glass. Very safe to reheat. However, if you like the idea of sticking with one pot from start to finish, and I do mean from start to finish, cooking with it, storing in it, reheating with it next time. And I'll give you an example. The other night I made a chicken pot pie, if you will, with the vegetables and the products I had in almost expired dates in my cupboard. And I wanted to make use of everything before I threw it out. So I simply took my deep covered baker, threw a few chicken breasts in there, put it in the microwave for 6 minutes just to get that going. And in the Rockcrok, I started on top of the stove, a little bit of oil, garlic, onion, and then I put a bag of frozen vegetables in there. I didn't even thaw them because I didn't have any time. I covered it and I let it simmer for a few minutes just to get the frozen part out. I drained a little bit of the liquid. By that time, the chicken was done, so I went in with my salad chopper, who has these.
I've heard of them.
Oh, you're definitely going to want to do this. Oh, all right. The salad chopper was designed to obviously do what it's named, to chop salad. So you can throw multiple ingredients in one bowl, chopping right in the bowl, and you don't have a big mess on the counter. And again, teenagers can help, and when they're helping cook, they will probably eat what they helped make, right? And that's a good way to get the vegetables in. Salad chopper can safely chop inside of our stoneware. So I chopped up my chicken, I added it to my Rockcrok, then I took a can of soup, like a cream of chicken soup, added that, and I threw in a box of stuffing. You know, the box of stuffing that's convenient. We just add water, chicken broth. Threw that all in, gave it a stir. Then I took the fold-out crust, the pie crust, because again, if it's made in the home, it's homemade. And I crimped it around the edges of my Rockcrok. I snipped 2 little steam pockets in the top with my professional shears, which I'll show you in a little bit. And I threw it in the oven on 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes. The entire house smelled so delicious that when I opened up the door, everything looked great except my crust didn't brown. So I said, normally I would have to serve it like this, but I can broil. So I turned the broiler on, and for about 90 seconds, it hit the top of that crust, and it looked like something out of a magazine. The crust was golden brown. It just looked right, smelled right, and I had to head out to work that night, so I covered it, left it for my family, and I specifically said, do not store the leftovers in anything but this. So when I got home, half of it was missing, which I was grateful for. That meant it was good. And we put the leftovers right in the Rockcrok, right in the refrigerator. So the next day, I have a 17-year-old son, and thankfully he's very tall. So he looked through the glass lid, saw there was food, took it out, put it in the microwave, reheated it, finished it, and then got very excited about helping me clean up because he threw it in the dishwasher.
Wow.
So how crazy is that?
Seems so easy.
Okay, so I want you to do me a favor. I just want you at the top of your order form in the section where you're going to purchase the products, I want you to just write some letters for me. You're going to write capital R, capital C, and then you're going to write capital D, C, B. Okay, just keep that there for a second. You'll understand what that's for. So the Rockcrok, imagine all of your recipes. You're watching the food shows on television, and maybe you see something that involved multiple pans, and you're like, great, I don't have the pan that does that, or I don't have the pan that does that. And they certainly, I guarantee you, you don't have cookware that goes in the microwave or the dishwasher, right? So you have one pan that's going to eliminate a giant pile of dishes and pots and pans in your sink. That's number one. Number two, we're going to provide you with recipes. It comes with full color photograph recipes.
Oh, nice.
And actually, the color photographs are really what I call show your family what it looks like if you screwed it up. That's what it was supposed to be. But Pampered Chef wants you to have a lot of support for the product because they know it's new, it's out of the box, you're not quite sure. It's like a new baby, you don't know how to treat it. We want you to do your own thing in it, certainly. But we do provide you with some recipes as a starting point. So you're starting out on top of the stove. If you want, you can go right in the oven. If you're crazy that night and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna broil. That's the s'mores cake. You can stick the broiler on, then serve it right out of the Rockcrok. Let it cool down to a manageable temperature where you can actually touch it, cover it, put it in the refrigerator, and then let your family eat the second time tomorrow. So you've cooked once and you've eaten twice. And you didn't even have to clean up because anybody handling it knew it could go right in the dishwasher.
Nice.
How crazy is that? That's nuts.
Sounds awesome.
Now, don't think it's just for dinner. These things will also do great chocolate desserts, all kinds of desserts, actually. We have a terrific chocolate dessert for this. So if in February, when you find a date for your own show, you want to have maybe a chocolate lover show, we could do wine, cheese, and chocolate. The cheese part is in our garlic and brie baker. We simply take 3 ingredients and we add my favorite rub. I'm supposed to give you a choice, but my favorite rub is the bell pepper and herb. But we're going to take just those ingredients, put them in the microwave, stir it 3 minutes. We have hot dip. How easy is that?
Nice.
Because I don't work my hostesses to the bone. I want it to be an extremely easy, enjoyable experience for you. The hardest part when you're my host is to pick what you want for free. Does that sound really good?
Good problem.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've had you write RC or DCB on your order form for a reason. You're going to be thinking, do I want DC, which is the deep covered baker, or do I want RC for the Rockcrok? And I'm going to explain to you what a lot of my hostesses and customers have actually taught me in the few short months that the Rockcrok has been available. You can absolutely have both. Both are a staple in your home, and you'll enjoy both for different reasons. But if you have to choose just one tonight, choose the one that's going to work for you. So if you are the type of person that enjoys all those bells and whistles, the versatility of the stovetop, the oven, the broiler, the microwave, the grill. Your future husband probably loves the grill.
Oh, he would love that.
And he's going to love that he's going to help you clean up.
Oh,
Right?
I would
Go
love
in the
that.
dishwasher. So if you are the
can
type
do
of
it.
person that gets, you would have gotten goosebumps as soon as you heard me say it. If that was your indication, you want the Rockcrok for starters for tonight. When you host your show, we'll give you this one for free. But let's say you're not that type of cook. Let's say, you know what? It sounds impressive, but I'm not going to be taking advantage of all of those cooking surfaces. This is where you want to go for starters. This is simply going to cook dinner in your microwave and cook dinner in your oven. And it's going to do everything from sweet to savory. And it's going to be, this is going to be such a cherished piece, you're never going to give it up. Okay? So that's how you're going to figure out which one you're getting.